Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new ARG archetype. Kind of reminds me at least of the names Life Twins, Evil Twins, but not too many cards. What is it? 4, 5? 5 cards? 1 monster, 1 spell, field spell, and then 3 traps. It's more of a stun-based deck. I guess now playing with Eldritch, but you know, because of the discards, etc. But I guess it's probably just another shifter deck, because they can play under shifter. The most important card is their monster. The monster basically is a rescue rabbit, but instead of special summoning 2 monsters, or rescue cat, you search 2 of the continuous traps, which basically sets them ready phase up, and you know, you gain those beneficial effects. All of them have the capability to special summon themselves as a monster, which could be crucial for a potential silhouette rabbit, you know, summon, which searches another monster trap. You know where this archetype is going. The best continuous trap is basically a searcher for the deck, or at least a searcher for the archetype, which is fantastic, but needs to discard the card. That's the one on the left. Level 4 if I'm not mistaken. And then there is one that bounces, a compulse, and then there is one, what is it, that gives life points? Life points, I think, yeah. Could be crucial because again the field spell also lets you pay 1k and so on, and also the Eldritch archetype, the continuous spell, also forces you to pay 800 life points. So the life point cost of this deck is somewhat heavy. Then I guess the biggest gimmick of this deck is when the continuous trap of the archetype, or at least their traps, when they're face up on the field, you can put them back in your spell and trap card zone, and then with the field spell they become an effect failure, so a monster negation. And that's not once per turn, you know, with the field spell. So that's cute. Problem again, this is a trap heavy deck, going second might be a problem, you know where this is going. So, I mean, you know, maybe more wave of support. Shifter again, Shifter, Mulch Army, dot deck, you know, those are all definitely options. So here, yeah, the monster has like, what is it, the built-in honest effect, which is fine-ish, could be, yeah, it could be okay to protect your board. The field spell is, I don't think it's a 3-off, because unlike, let's say, the Alistair invoked field spell upon activation search, this one does not have that capability. So that's a bummer. It does get one of your archetype cards from either banished pile or graveyard back to the hands. Keep in mind is that this archetype only gets running when you have the level 4 banished, the warrior one, you know, basically the one from the archetype, this one. So let's say you'll see if your opponent like imperms her or negates her effect, the deck might crumble quite fast, because you're losing that benefit, at least those beneficial effects. Again, no searches, no field spell search, and so on. Alright, another thing to combine them with, like Eldritch, is that, okay, you're somewhat heavily reliant on your spell and trap card zones. You only have 5, you know, zones. And Cursed Eldland, what is it? Yeah, it's Cursed Eldland, right? The continuous spell is already 1 card. And that's, I sometimes struggle with that. So is Eldritch the correct way? Probably not. It's, again, just something to try out. Fenrir, I think, is okay. Again, going first, going second, could be the second effect monster needed for Silhouette Rabbits, and you know, you can go from there. The potential spell and trap card pop, which is fine. Again, you see this is super slowish, right? The Talons hurts, again, they gain control of the statue. It's statue, right? The one that negates monster effects or extra deck summons, basically. Inherent summons, if I'm not mistaken. This forces out double negation. Yeah. Able to put the monster in the spell and trap card zone. Again, the field spell negates something not that important, but that lets them go for Muckracker, and this is basically full U-Bell combo, right? That's a bummer, so we'll skip the full U-Bell combo, and eventually I thought that it was game over, or would have been game over. Again, U-Bell can crash into my Silhouette Magician or Rabbit, but the Rabbit's not destroyed by battle, so I gain some small damage, but I'm still there, so you know, still in a duel, which should not have been the case. But you know, we can continue Sanguine, which could be important, but does lock you into, what is it, zombie types if you activate it. Okay, but you know, we can finally grind, get those traps in my spell and trap card zone, and most importantly, the Nightmare Pain is an issue, so I need to, you know, negate that face-up card. That's cool, right? You can negate any face-up card, so negate U-Bell first, the fusion, and then negate Nightmare Pain, so I can eventually attack over U-Bell and then act accordingly. I guess access code, yeah, the Little Knight was already gone, right? So access code Talker, I guess, is fine. And finally get all the traps, or most of the traps, going. I think I should be going for Typhon as well eventually. So the field spell again, you know, giving them small burn damage, you know, picking the life points away. Leave Typhon on field, which is not that. I mean, the Nightmare Pain is a crucial one here. Both Imperm and, you know, my continuous traps, when they reset themselves, or, you know, re-put themselves in the spell and trap card zone, again you can negate a face-up card on the field from your opponent. So no damage, at least for me. So I'm still in the duel. Ah, yes, this is a super, you know, like a grindy deck. It's a super slow deck. You know, it's not like, oh, let's go full combo. It's something different. So Sanguine, I guess. Yeah, I go for Eldritch. The Golden Lord, right, again, slowly getting myself back in a duel, just, you know, resummoning the traps to the field, reset them in the spell and trap card zone, or re-put them in the spell and trap card zone, and, you know, go from there. Every time burn damage, negate face-up cards. And here, this was a mistake. What is it? I have, it's not Sanguine, Aguero, the one, you know, Elvish card in my hand. I should have kept it in my hand. And then here, you know, Little Knight, and then just passed. This would have, you know, eventually done 1000 burn damage to my opponent during their turn, but I set, without realizing that I need to discard a card for, you know, one of the, what is it, purple, I think? And now I lose because of that. I can only special summon one monster trap, and that's only 500 burn damage. So I should have won this one, but that's my mistake. Going second. We do have the Mulch Army, but Troll, I guess, is fine, because this prevents them from going, what is it, full combo. I mean, this is okay-ish, like the Fiendsmith engine, that's fine. Fenrir can summon itself, and I can use the Warrior one, which basically prevents my opponent from, what is it, chaining to continuous trap, so it's fine-ish. Plus the Golden Lord itself can pop as well, so this is okay. Fenrir eventually hit the field, and again, this is not like a threatening board. I'm not so sure if I was able or would have been able to. No, okay, yeah, because of the quick play monster effect, so I would not have been able to go for a game. So I was like, you know, let's go for some small damage, get myself back in a duel, and grind, you know, with the resources. Silhouette Rabbit indeed, go for another search, and I get nipped eventually. So in that school, you know, you can chain the traps, put themselves back in the spell and trap card zone to kind of dodge the Nibiru. So that's cool. Do I have another play though? No, I mean, again, this is fine. The Nibiru token in defense, it doesn't really matter, but most importantly, you have the field spell, really similar to Labyrinth, and you have the traps to, you know, search, bounce, put themselves back, negate monster effects, and you can go from there. So again, this should be my duel, eventually. It gets slower, but it is what it is. This is all okay. We prevent, I guess, another extra deck summon. Yeah, I put both of them negate, which I guess is fine, doesn't really do that much. Get some damage in, which is okay, and you know, next turn we can, or should be able to go for a game, or put, yeah, I mean, what is it, 1600 life points left, so a bigger attack from both monsters with the attack boost of the continuous trap of purple, and then, you know, burn damage during their turn, and then should be, yeah, that should be more than enough. Yups. Okay, so that's cool. One example left to, you know, kind of showcase that the archetype, or the monster of this archetype, is far too crucial. You need to get her as soon as possible to, you know, 3 pluses, I guess, basically, and banish herself. Here, you could have, like, used her effect, banish herself, to get herself back in the, you know, at least in the banished pile, but I didn't have any extra plays, so I was like, let's, I mean, you could go for Silhouette Rabbit, but I already had the Azuroon, and my follow-up plays would have been very, very mediocre. So I do have Fenrir, which already used its effect to banish Lurry, right? And yeah, both traps are useless, because no field spell. Again, the field spell gives those beneficial monster effects, or negations, that is. So yeah, and eventually we'll skip, and this is probably indeed an OTK, because again, I don't have any form of interruption. I get another search the Honest. I mean, she also has an Honest-alike effect, but it's not going to matter if Sealantis can pop and, you know, search, etc. So Yeah, Zealand is OTK, so it is what it is. So really cool archetype, but it's you know, very straightforward. So we need you know, more support. But again, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Sign out. Peace.